say is that things might not always go as planned. You might be aiming for something higher, and then you get to the exam room and you find out that, dang, you just didn't get to that level that you were aiming for. Okay, this is part 2 of the what to know before exams series. Yeah. If you're watching part 2 now and you haven't watched part 1, I would suggest that you go back and watch part 1 so that you can actually be in the same league with us. But anyway, in part 1, just a quick recap, we talked about dealing with anxiety or exam pressure or depressions and stuff like that. But now we're moving forward, so if you're interested in hearing more about that, just feel free to go there and yeah, check it out. And by the way, welcome. I think I didn't welcome you guys. I'm so sorry, so rude of me, but anyway, welcome. And yeah, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you are new, welcome to the fam. Just feel free to subscribe and make sure, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me, but anyway, let's just get into it. Okay, continuation of the emotions that you feel during the exam season. You have to know that it's very important that, yes, definitely you should have goals and stuff like that. So the talk about goals and the planning and the strategizing, I would suggest that you go and watch the video where I talked about how I got 7 distinctions in my final matric year. So that's another talk on its own. But in this one, we're now focusing on your emotions. Emotions. So what I want to say is that things might not always go as planned. You might be aiming for something higher, and then you get to the exam room and you find out that, dang, you just didn't get to that level that you were aiming for. It's very possible to happen. So during those moments, you might find and feel like as if you are failing and stuff like that. So the reason why I mentioned in part 1 of this series that it's very important that you exercise. Yeah, it's very important that you exercise during the exam season, because it will help you, I don't know if I should say control your emotions, or it will help at least calm your nerves down, because you will be healthy and everything in your body will be working the way it's supposed to be actually. But anyway, just a reminder that, yes, indeed, things might not go well as planned all the time, and during those moments it's very important that you learn to appreciate fast. For example, you might write a paper today and then you find out that, okay, fine, I screwed up in the first question, the third question, the fourth question, the last question. Then so maybe you screwed up about 50% of the paper. You screwed up. At moments like that, people usually become so discouraged by the first paper that they write. They're like, okay, if I did bad on this paper, what's going to happen with the next paper? What I want to tell you is that do not compare a paper that you wrote now with the paper that you're gonna write tomorrow. Those are 2 different things on its own. If you screwed up on the paper today, do not feel discouraged for the paper that you're gonna write tomorrow. At least be the person who's able to get your emotions. I don't know how to put this, but in terms of when you know that you get to learn to appreciate fast. I'm not saying that you should be okay with failing. It hurts, it's painful, but then that sometimes where you just cannot nurture your emotions. Yes, I feel like this is a bit selfish sometimes, but then look at this. If let's say you write a math paper today, you feel like, okay, there I did bad, and then tomorrow you're writing a physics paper, then you are still stuck in your math emotions. What do you think is going to happen with the physics? Are you going to do better, or are you just going to do worse? So with this one, I just want to tell you, so this in summary is that do not be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid of failing. Because the moment you become afraid of failing, you even be afraid of starting anyway, you know. So don't be afraid of failing, and just know that things might not go as planned all the time, but you shouldn't lose hope along the way. So like, yeah. And okay, if you want a part 3, just you know what to do, right? Just subscribe, like, and leave comments below, and yeah, and there'll definitely be a part 3 if you guys subscribe, definitely, and like and comment. I think I'm just like repeating the words over and over again, but anyway, it's fine. Yeah, as I said, in summary, don't be afraid of failing. Failing is not the end of the world, you know. Failing is not, I just don't know how to put it, but then if you want to hear much more about the failing process, just subscribe for part 3, and part 3 will talk about failure on its own. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, cheers.